Welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about the issue currently unfolding on CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful. In this latest chapter, the intricate dance of seduction, betrayal, and forbidden desire reaches a fever pitch, setting the stage for revelations that will shake the foundations of long-standing relationships. The episode's events revolve around a dangerous game of manipulation and passion involving Daphne, Carter, Steffy, Hope, and Finn. What follows is a detailed account of these dramatic developments, focusing solely on the main points as the characters navigate treacherous emotional terrain. The story begins with Daphne, a striking and charismatic figure known for her beauty and resourcefulness, who embarks on a mission to seduce Carter. Daphne employs every tactic at her disposal: flirtatious glances, carefully chosen words, and subtle gestures designed to insinuate herself into Carter's affections. With her natural allure and seductive prowess, she believes that she can easily capture his attention and break down the walls he has built around his heart. Yet, despite her many attempts, Carter, ever perceptive and resolute, seems to have caught on to her intentions. His responses remain cool and detached, as if he sees right through the layers of charm that Daphne has so meticulously constructed. This unwavering indifference leaves Daphne feeling not only frustrated but also helpless, as she slowly realizes that her plan to win over Carter, especially as part of a larger scheme devised in collaboration with Steffy, may not succeed after all. Daphne's failure to sway Carter is particularly significant because her seduction was only one element of a broader strategy. Along with her, Steffy had been counting on the allure of Daphne to divide Carter's affections from his loyal partner, Hope. Steffy had long believed that by introducing an external temptress into Carter's life, she could create a rift between him and Hope, effectively sabotaging the relationship that had once seemed unbreakable. Steffy's calculations were built on the assumption that Daphne's charms would be irresistible to Carter and that this seduction would drive a wedge deep enough to shatter the bond between Carter and Hope. However, as the plan unfolds, it becomes painfully clear that Carter is not a man who can be easily swayed by such overt advances. His steadfast nature and the clarity of his intentions render Daphne's approach ineffective, leaving both Daphne and Steffy to confront the bitter truth: their original strategy to disrupt the love between Carter and Hope is failing. Realizing that her carefully orchestrated plan is falling apart, Steffy finds herself with no viable alternative but to take matters into her own hands. With desperation and determination, she devises a new, riskier strategy, one that involves her directly seducing Carter herself. Despite the fact that Steffy is already married to Finn, she believes that her intimate knowledge of Carter and their long professional history might work in her favor. In her mind, Finn will never suspect a thing, and she convinces herself that her direct approach is the only remaining path to shatter the bond between Carter and Hope. With this new plan, Steffy casts aside all inhibitions, choosing to act on impulse rather than carefully calculated strategy. She begins to employ her own seductive charm, drawing on years of shared work experience and unspoken admiration that have been simmering beneath the surface. Over time, the dynamics between Carter and Steffy begin to change. The two have worked together for decades, and unbeknownst to Steffy, Carter has always been attentive to her subtle cues and the qualities that make her uniquely captivating. As they spend more time together, a surprising transformation takes place. Steffy, who initially viewed her actions as merely a calculated move to achieve a specific objective, starts to feel something deeper. The emotional distance that once defined her relationship with Carter slowly gives way to warmth and undeniable attraction. In moments of shared laughter and lingering glances, Steffy begins to recognize that her feelings are evolving from cold, strategic calculation into genuine passion. This growing intimacy is something neither of them expected, yet it becomes impossible to ignore. One evening, as the tension between them reaches its breaking point, Steffy finds herself unable to control the overwhelming emotions that have been building inside her. In a moment of both vulnerability and bold defiance, she decides to cross the line and invite Carter into her arms, leading them to a passionate encounter that changes everything. In the throes of desire, they surrender to the allure of forbidden intimacy. Their decision to lie together is a watershed moment, marking the point at which Steffy's original plan to disrupt Carter and Hope's relationship transforms into something much more complicated and perilous. The repercussions of this act of passion are instantaneous and far-reaching. Unbeknownst to them, however, fate has a way of revealing secrets at the most inopportune moments. Hope, who has long been a pillar of stability and trust in Carter's life, inadvertently stumbles upon the shocking truth. In a twist of cruel irony, Hope discovers the undeniable evidence of Steffy's betrayal. The moment is one of sheer devastation for Hope, a crushing blow that leaves her reeling in disbelief. Unable to process the reality that the woman she once trusted has succeeded in splitting Carter away from her, Hope is overwhelmed by a mixture of heartbreak, anger, and betrayal. The revelation not only shatters the fragile trust that had long held Carter and Hope together but also sets off a chain reaction that threatens to unravel the intricate tapestry of relationships within the Forrester family. For Carter, the discovery of Steffy's secret liaison with him is equally shattering. The man who had once maintained a clear and unwavering focus on his relationship with Hope now finds himself caught in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. While he has always been drawn to Steffy's intelligence, determination, and subtle allure, his heart belongs to Hope, a love that he has nurtured for as long as he can remember. The unexpected betrayal by Steffy not only forces him to confront the complexities of desire and loyalty but also leaves him questioning everything he thought he knew about the people closest to him. As the weight of this betrayal settles in, Carter is forced to re-evaluate his priorities and decide where his true loyalties lie. Meanwhile, the ripple effects of the affair extend far beyond the immediate circle of Carter, Steffy, and Hope. Finn, Steffy's husband, is destined to play a pivotal role in the fallout from this revelation. Although Steffy had banked on the hope that Finn would remain blissfully unaware of her transgression, the truth has a way of surfacing. When Finn eventually learns of Steffy's indiscretion, the shock is too great to bear. Their once stable marriage, built on years of shared experiences and mutual respect, begins to crumble under the weight of betrayal. Finn's heartbreak is palpable, and the realization that his wife has not only betrayed him but has also become entangled with someone who was once a trusted ally sends him into a tailspin of despair and anger. The impending end of their marriage is as inevitable as it is tragic, marking the collapse of yet another cherished relationship within the high-stakes world of Forrester creations. As the scandal unfolds, the ramifications reverberate throughout the entire Forrester family. Every whispered conversation, every exchanged glance in the corridors of Forrester creations, becomes a stark reminder of the deep fissures that now threaten to split the family apart. For decades, the members of the Forrester family have navigated a labyrinth of power struggles, personal ambitions, and intricate alliances. The current crisis, however, is unlike any they have faced before. With the revelation of Steffy's betrayal and the subsequent shattering of the bond between Carter and Hope, the delicate equilibrium that once defined the family's relationships is thrown into chaos. Long-standing rivalries are reignited, old wounds are reopened, and a pervasive sense of mistrust begins to seep into every corner of the organization. In the midst of this turmoil, both Carter and Hope are forced to confront the painful truth about their relationship. The love that once seemed unassailable now finds itself tested by forces both internal and external. Carter, tormented by conflicting emotions, must decide whether to cling to the memories of what once was or to forge a new path forward, a path that may no longer include the woman he has always loved. For Hope, the discovery of Steffy's treachery is a devastating blow that challenges her very sense of self-worth and trust. Her heartbreak is compounded by the realization that the carefully constructed life she shared with Carter is now in jeopardy. In a world where loyalty is as fleeting as it is prized, the truth cuts deeper than any deception. Yet, even as the storm of betrayal rages around them, there remains a glimmer of defiance in both Carter and Hope. Determined to reclaim control over their destinies, they resolve to stand together in the face of overwhelming adversity. Carter's internal conflict reaches a crescendo as he weighs the consequences of his actions and the impact of the betrayal on his future. With every passing moment, the chasm between what was and what might have been grows ever wider. At the same time, Hope's resolve hardens, fueled by a mixture of sorrow and unyielding determination to restore her life to a semblance of order. The two must navigate the treacherous waters of love, ambition, and retribution, knowing that the road ahead is fraught with peril. As the narrative of the bold and the beautiful hurtles toward an uncertain future, the roles of its key players become increasingly complex. Steffy's decision to directly seduce Carter, despite the risks involved and her existing marriage to Finn, stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of desire and ambition. In her pursuit of power and validation, she inadvertently unearths feelings she never knew she possessed, feelings that blur the line between calculated manipulation and genuine passion. For Carter, the once clear boundaries of his relationships are now obscured by the conflicting pull of loyalty and lust, forcing him to confront the inherent contradictions of his own nature. Meanwhile, the collateral damage of these actions, most tragically embodied in the crumbling marriage between Steffy and Finn, underscores the high stakes at play. The collapse of one relationship invariably sets off a chain reaction, rippling out to affect everyone within the intricate web of the Forrester family. Throughout this tumultuous episode, the series underscores one of its central themes: in a world where power, love, and betrayal are in constant flux, the truth is often obscured by layers of manipulation and desire. Every whispered secret, every calculated move, and every impulsive act of passion contributes to a narrative that is as unpredictable as it is riveting. The saga of Carter, Steffy, Hope, and Finn serves as a stark reminder that even the most steadfast bonds can be tested by the relentless forces of ambition and deception. As alliances crumble and new, unexpected relationships emerge, the characters are forced to confront the reality that loyalty is a fragile commodity, one that can be shattered by a single, misguided decision. In the final analysis, the latest developments on The Bold and the Beautiful leave us with a profound sense of inevitability. The carefully laid plans to seduce, manipulate, and ultimately break apart a seemingly unbreakable union have backfired in spectacular fashion. Daphne's attempts to entice Carter have been rendered futile by his unyielding resolve, while Steffy's desperate measures have ignited a firestorm of betrayal that threatens to consume everything in its path. The once unshakable love between Carter and Hope now hangs in the balance, caught in a struggle between old loyalties and new temptations. And as the impending collapse of Steffy's marriage to Finn looms on the horizon, the repercussions of these actions promise to echo throughout the Forrester legacy for years to come. Thank you for joining me as we explore this dramatic and intense episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Stay tuned for more updates as the saga continues to unfold, and remember, no matter how carefully one plans, in this world of shifting loyalties and unbridled passion, love can be as unpredictable as it is powerful. Next, we're diving into one of the most shocking, emotionally charged, and potentially relationship-destroying revelations to ever hit Steffy and Finn's world. What happens when love, loyalty, and danger collide? The answer could shake Shin fans to their core. Finn's confession that Luna is his daughter isn't just a bombshell, it's an earthquake, one that threatens to rip apart everything Steffy and Finn have built together. But in the unpredictable world of The Bold and the Beautiful, what if this revelation doesn't destroy them, but instead fortifies their bond? Could this be the challenge that defines them as the ultimate power couple, standing against chaos with unbreakable unity? Let's break it all down. A twisted past that won't stay buried. For most people, discovering you have a long-lost daughter would be an emotional roller coaster, but for Finn, it's something far darker than that. Luna isn't just any estranged child, she comes with a violent past that would make even the most forgiving parent hesitate. Luna's history is drenched in blood. She coldly eliminated Tom and Hollis, two men who stood in her way. But it didn't stop there. She went as far as to drug Steffy, lock her in a cage, and nearly orchestrated her murder by ensuring she'd be crushed when the building was demolished. It was a level of psychotic planning that sent chills down viewers' spines. So, when Finn finally confesses the truth to Steffy, we can expect an explosion. How could she not recoil in horror? After everything they'd been through, after fighting to keep their family safe from his dangerous birth mother Sheila, Steffy is once again staring into the abyss of a nightmare she never saw coming. The woman who tried to end her life isn't some distant threat, she's now her stepdaughter. The question is no longer about trust. It's about survival. Steffy's gut instinct, a fight for family's safety. Steffy is no stranger to battles. She has fought to keep her children safe before, and she will do it again. But this time, the threat isn't from an outsider like Sheila. This time, it's tangled in the fabric of her own family. Her first instinct? Cut all ties. The moment Finn utters the words that Luna is his daughter, Steffy's mind races. If she allowed this woman anywhere near their home, was she inviting a monster inside? Could she ever sleep peacefully again, knowing that Luna had already tried to destroy her once before? The memories of what Sheila put her through still haunt her, and this situation is just as terrifying. But deep down, Steffy knows that this isn't a problem she can ignore. If there's anything she's learned in her years of navigating drama and deception, it's that running away from an issue never makes it disappear. If she tries to push Luna out of their lives completely, she might be creating an even bigger disaster. A woman like Luna, if scorned, could retaliate in ways Steffy couldn't even imagine. The smart move isn't to flee, it's to take control. A radical plan, protecting herself while keeping Finn close. Despite the whirlwind of emotions raging inside her, Steffy refuses to let fear cloud her judgment. Instead of pushing Finn away or demanding he sever ties with Luna, she takes a different approach, one that will both protect her family and ensure she remains in control of the situation. 1. Mandatory therapy for Luna. Steffy knows one thing for certain, Luna cannot be allowed anywhere near their family unless she undergoes therapy. But not just any therapy, she needs the expertise of a professional who has dealt with dangerous minds before. And who better than Taylor? By insisting that Luna work with Taylor, Steffy achieves two things. First, she ensures that someone with a deep understanding of mental instability is closely monitoring Luna's behavior. Second, she subtly reinforces boundaries. Luna won't be granted unrestricted access to their family until she proves she's changed. This isn't an offer of blind forgiveness. It's a test, one that Luna must pass if she hopes to earn any place in their lives. 2. A security fortress for her children. Steffy knows better than to rely solely on therapy. Talk is cheap, and promises can be broken. To protect her children, she makes the ultimate power move, hiring a team of elite security personnel to shadow her every move and safeguard their home. This isn't just about keeping Luna at a safe distance. It's about ensuring that no threats, past or present, can jeopardize her family's safety. With round-the-clock surveillance, she doesn't have to live in constant fear of being blindsided. Whether it's Luna, Sheila, or any other potential enemy, Steffy is making sure her home remains untouchable. Finn's dilemma, between loyalty and love. Finn has always been a man who follows his heart. It's what makes him such a devoted husband and father. But this time, his heart is leading him in two opposing directions. On one side, he has Steffy, the love of his life, the mother of his children, the woman who has stood by him through thick and thin. She has every right to be afraid, to demand that he cut ties with Luna. He wouldn't blame her if she walked away from their marriage over this. But Steffy isn't that kind of woman. Instead, she is meeting the challenge head-on, creating a plan that allows him to be a father while also protecting their family. It's a level of understanding and strength that leaves him awestruck. On the other side, there's Luna, a daughter he never knew existed, a young woman who might still have a chance at redemption. Can he abandon her without at least trying to save her from herself? His instinct tells him that if there's even a sliver of hope for Luna to change, he needs to be there. But can he do that without sacrificing his marriage? Finn is caught in the ultimate tug-of-war. But as he watches Steffy navigate the situation with intelligence and resilience, he realizes something crucial: this is the moment that will define their marriage. This isn't about whether they can survive another obstacle. It's about proving that their love can endure anything. A power couple unlike any before. The history of the bold and the beautiful is filled with couples who let chaos and betrayal tear them apart. Whether it's Bridge, Brooke and Ridge, or Tridge, Taylor and Ridge, the cycle of love and destruction has played out time and time again. But Steffy and Finn? They are rewriting the rules. Instead of letting Luna's presence rip them apart, they are forging a new path, one built on strategy, trust, and unwavering loyalty. This isn't just about surviving drama. It's about proving they are stronger than any force trying to break them. But the real question remains: can Luna be redeemed? Or is she destined to unravel everything Steffy and Finn have built? What do you think, Shin fans? Will this couple emerge stronger than ever, or is this the beginning of their downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.